Right, boys, we're going to do a best player from every Premier League club, starting with Manchester City.
I've gone for Rodri.
Yeah,
City.
same here.
A couple of options. Could go Haaland. That's probably it. I think it's between Haaland and Rodri, to be fair.
That's it.
The only reason I was slightly hesitant is because he was out for all of last season. Obviously the ACL, but he's still their best player, Ballon d'Or winner. And you see what City turn into when they're involved.
Yeah, I think he was injured last season. This season he's back. Well, he should be back in September, right? But yeah, you seen the drop off when he wasn't there. When I was thinking about it, the important goals he scored for City as well.
Yeah.
So I think
Champions League final winner.
Yeah, exactly. I do think he was a fairly easy choice for Man City.
Yeah.
Who's next?
Newly promoted Sunderland.
Go on.
Granit Xhaka.
Yeah, go on, Granit. Had to be Granit, didn't it?
Yeah. Don't get me wrong, they've got a few nice players in there, but
A lot of big signings.
big signings. And Jai I like from Brighton. But I think, Xhaka, it's just that experience. Yeah, coming from Leverkusen, who he won the league with, and he was an important part. Yeah, he was a really important part of that for Alonso's side. And the season before, when he left from Arsenal, he was excellent that season for you guys as well.
Honestly.
Probably one of the reasons you started to challenge for the title. So, yeah, for Sunderland to have got him,
What a player, man. Honestly, Sunderland fans watching this, that is a serious player. I'm sure they know already, but what a player, man. And I strongly believe if Arsenal kept him in that 22-23 season, we would have won the league. It was just a missing piece. The 23-24 season. Whichever season he left.
Yeah.
Go on, Fred.
Next up, we've got Spurs.
I've gone for Van der Ven,
Okay.
centre-back.
Better than Romero?
Yes, 100%. I think he's when he's fit on his day, I think he's Tottenham's best player. And I think if he can stay, I think fitness is his only downside. This guy has pace, power, aerial ability. He's good on the ball. We saw it was an assist against Man United last season where he ran the whole pitch and put it to the back post and they scored. We saw him score just now in the Super Cup against PSG. For me, this guy on his day when he's fit is up probably in the top 3 centre-backs, maybe top 4 centre-backs in the Premier League. And I'm an Arsenal fan.
You're going that far?
And I think if this guy can stay fit and improve, he's one of the best centre-backs in Europe. I think he's that good.
Yeah, I do think he's good. I disagree. I think he's a bit airily, he's a bit weak.
Okay.
Considering for such a tall player as well, I think you've seen last season, their struggles off corners and stuff was a lot to do with him. And I would definitely have Romero over him any day. I think Romero is one of the most underrated defenders in the Premier League. I'm actually going for Pedro Porro. I think that...
Pedro Porro.
Yeah. I rate...
Spurs' best player.
Yeah, but
Their best player.
Yeah, honestly, I was looking through their team and I was like, I don't know who... There's no one incredible here.
Porro.
Hey, he's good.
I don't know a Spurs fan that would choose Porro as their best player.
Porro is a great...
He's all right.
His ability on the ball, he's actually underrated when it comes to the defensive side as well. And play as a wing back,
I think you got
as a right back. Mate, no, I'm telling you, Spurs fans, let me know in the comments how correct Ollie is, because I'm speaking with the third person now, because Pedro Porro is, I think he's their best player, I'm going to say it.
That's wild. I wouldn't even put him in their top 5. No, I wouldn't.
He's so good. He's got he play a ball. He's crossfield passes.
Wow. Fair enough.
Fast as well.
Fair enough. All right. Who's next?
Liverpool Football Club.
Go on.
Van Dijk.
Okay.
So obviously Salah is a great. He scored so many goals. He's been excellent. His whole Liverpool career, he's been amazing. But for me, like we've seen, the seasons where we haven't been as good is when Van Dijk hasn't been there. I think he is so important for the team. Also, I think was it the Crystal Palace Community Shield game, he was unwell, and you could just sense it. No, he was. He had a little cough.
Guy played 90 minutes, but he was unwell.
No, mate, that's how important he is. We're playing him when he was playing not at full fitness, and we've seen the drop off there. Mate, I think he's so good. He's still defensively so good. He came back from an ACL injury, and he, in my opinion, is even better. His reading of the game is even better than it was. His passing is so good. I honestly would still say he is the best centre-back in the world. I think he's been world-class for his whole time at Liverpool. Yeah, I honestly think he's more important to us than Salah.
Fair. Yeah, well, look, I agree. Van Dijk's definitely world-class. When you're getting older like that, it can just disappear from you quite quickly. So whether he can do it again this season, he probably will, because I agree, he's been world-class. It was between the two. It was between Salah and Van Dijk.
Yeah.
I think as a rival fan, you see the goals and everything else a lot more. So I went for Salah, who obviously doesn't even need talking about. What a player. But yeah, I understand Van Dijk as well. It's interesting because my Arsenal 2 is between a winger and a defender, and I went for the defender.
Right.
And I think a lot of rival fans might go for the attacker because they see the goals. But when, do you know what I mean? When it's your club and you see them defend every single game, you just have no other feeling towards
I
it.
watch him week in, week out, and I just see how important he is. And I see that even talking of him as a captain as well, how he leads the team. He makes sure everyone's in the right place.
Exactly.
So important.
It's like moments that aren't in the highlights that a lot of other teams will only see.
Yeah.
All right, who's next?
Nottingham Forest.
A few options. Chris Wood was in there as an option. Obviously, Elanga left. He would have been up there. Hudson-Odoi. But I've gone for Morgan Gibbs-White.
Same here.
I'm very glad he didn't go to Spurs because I rate him as a player. I think he was important for them last season. Obviously, nearly got Champions League, Europa League football. I just think he's a really good player. I think he's Nottingham Forest's best player.
Yeah, I think he works really well in that team, sort of as almost like an 8/10 where he can push up in further on the pitch as well. Great ability. He's come on leaps and bounds the last few years. Like you think of him during his Wolves days, couldn't really get a game for them, and he's really made a solid career at Forest. Underrated player really. And although you say about Spurs, I'm sad for him because I think he deserves that next move.
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe that will come up at some point.
And also, Spurs was a step down, if you think about it. I know they've got Champions League football this season, but they finished 17th. They're a team that's kind of in transit. I'm being real.
No, but like
That's a step down in terms of stature of club.
That was such an
Nottingham Forest are a massive club as well.
But they're not
Nottingham Forest and
Spurs level, mate. They're not Spurs level. Spurs are a much bigger club than Forest.
Much.
Yeah, they are a much bigger club than Forest.
Don't know about
also, that last season was such an anomaly for Spurs. Season before that, they finished 5th. Mate, you can't argue. Spurs is,
It's not, all right, but even if it is a step up, it's not that much of a step up.
It's not a huge step up.
For a player like Gibbs-White, who was linked to City and, other big teams,
Yeah.
do you look at Spurs and go, oh, that's like the big shiny move in my career, or do you think I can do better than that?
It's to the point where I think it's a stepping stone. It is like you go to Spurs, you excel at Spurs, then there's potentially an even better move there. But still, you're playing in London, you're playing in Champions League most of the time.
Yeah, well, 1 year.
Big, great stadium, great facilities. I'm back in Spurs.
Fair enough.
But yeah.
Next up, Arsenal.
Yeah, for me, Bukayo Saka was the obvious one. Like you said earlier, I think he's maybe not world class yet, but not far off. Seeing again the drop off last season when he wasn't there. I mean, not that I would have liked to have seen it as a Liverpool fan, but if he had managed to stay fit all season, I think you're talking about a proper title race between Liverpool and Arsenal. He's got everything. I mean, an underrated part of his plays, his attacking passes and stuff as well, corners. The fact that he can put the ball on a sixpence for your corners, which you're so prolific of, annoyingly. Yeah. Underrated part of his game, but yeah, pace, power. I remember last season, him against Andy Robertson, he just ran him ragged.
Yeah.
Robertson couldn't do anything to stop him. I hope he doesn't get back to the form that he was on pre-injury, but if he does, scary player.
Yeah, mine was between Saka and, this is what I was saying, between Saka and Saliba. Yours was between Salah and Van Dijk. Do you know what I mean? The winger and the centre-back, mine was the same, and I've gone for Saliba. I think this guy is up there with the best defenders in Europe, in the world. I think only Van Dijk, over the past 2 years, has outperformed him consistently. And again, it's a player that I watch week in, week out. So it's not the stuff that rival fans might see on the highlights. It's just every single action in every single game The way he shuts the attackers down. I've seen him do it against the best. I've seen him do it against Haaland, against Isak, against all of these guys, players around Europe. And he's just so good.
Another big club, Leeds United.
I've gone for Dan James.
Yeah.
Obviously, ex-United player. Got a big move to United. Didn't quite work out and went back to Leeds. But yeah, good player. Obviously, quick. Scores goals. He was their player of the season last year. Got him promoted. Solid winner.
Yeah, obviously just loves Leeds as well.
Yeah, he does.
Left and came back. It's done really well. I can't say I know a whole lot about Leeds, but Ao Tanaka, Japanese midfielder.
Yeah, I watched him. Yeah, he played the other day at Everton.
Yeah, he's good. And he can also drop deeper as well. Good passer, good presser. One of their... I think he was their player of the season last year. So.
I think it was Dan James, but I think Tanaka... I saw the vote. I think Tanaka was second in the vote.
Yeah. So, Leeds fans obviously love him. Be interested to see how he does in the Prem as well.
Yeah.
Brighton and Hove Albion.
I think we might disagree here.
Yeah, I've gone for a really rogue shout. I've gone for Jan-Paul Van Heck. Now, I know what you're thinking, right? Best player, what are you on about? But this guy is a seriously underrated defender. He deserves a big move, in my opinion, because he's honestly one of the most progressive passers from a defender in the league, in the Premier League. And that's you'll be seen with teams like with Bournemouth last year with Højlund, the passes forward. That's such an asset. He's got aggression to his game. He's still really young and developing. And he's just, last season, he was so consistent. Again, I think with centre-backs, it's the position where you don't, from an outside point of view, you just don't notice what they're doing every week because they might not be in the highlights. That little sort of move they made to shut a run down, you don't see that on the highlights. But when you're a fan of a team and you see them week in, week out be as consistent as Van Heck's been over the last couple of years, I genuinely think he is a top-level centre-back, and I could see him getting a move in the next couple of years.
I don't even think he's Brighton's best centre-back. I think Lewis Dunk is better than him.
Nah, man. Nah, Van Heck's definitely...
Fair enough.
He's just got the qualities that will make him excel at a better team.
Okay.
So I think you see with Brighton, they love to sell. He will get a big move at some point, and you'll see how good he really is when he's got almost better things around him. Like honestly really think he's a great player for them.
Fair enough. Well, let's see if Ollie's prediction comes true. It was between two players for me. It was between Baleba and Matoma. And I just gave it to Matoma.
Yeah.
I think Baleba had a great season last season, obviously linked with big moves away. Great player. Really, really rate him. But Matoma, man, there's just something about this guy. Dribbling, finishing. The goal against Chelsea last year where he took it down. Oh, very, very good player.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he stayed at Brighton and hasn't been linked to more moves away. Obviously, there was that bid from Saudi, 70 mil, whatever, they turned down.
Fulham.
Yeah, this was a tough one.
Yeah.
I thought about Iwobi because he's been good.
Yeah.
I've gone for Calvin Bassey,
Right.
centre-back. He was their player of the season last year. Good, consistent, strong, solid player.
He's definitely gone up levels.
No,
as well.
yeah,
I
it's-
remember
it's
he
good
had
last
some
season.
shaky moments like a couple of seasons ago. A lot of fans giving him a lot of stick. But
Leno was also a shout. I think Leno is a consistent goalkeeper. I liked him at Arsenal.
Yeah.
I just think his ball playing, with his feet isn't quite what we needed it to be.
I think he's dropped off a little bit as well. I've gone for Anthony Robinson.
Okay, that's a good shout.
Yeah. I think last season we really saw the best of him. He started getting linked to Liverpool. I've heard Man United as well. So it's one of those ones where if he was like 22, I think that move would have happened. In fact, he's like 27. I think a lot of teams are a bit hesitant at going for someone of his age. But yeah, really fast, can play nice balls in, pretty decent defensively as well. I think he's really good. But one to keep an eye on, Josh King. Now, this guy, I think he's Norwegian or something, isn't he? A lot of Fulham fans. I heard a Fulham fan saying that he reckons they will play for Real Madrid in the next few years. Like, they're rating him at that level. Fulham fans are going wild over this guy, and we've already seen in his first game, he looks really, really solid, especially for such a young player coming into the Premier League. I think he might be onto big things. So, another one, if we did this list in a year's time, I reckon we'll be saying Josh King.
Aston Villa.
Morgan Rogers for me.
I've gone for Rodgers as well.
Yeah, seen he was so impressive last season. He got 8 goals, 10 assists for his first proper season in the Premier League. Obviously came from the City Academy as well, so has that sort of that flair, that technical ability.
Yeah.
Again, another player I could see playing for some of the biggest clubs in the next few years.
Yeah, I think he will. I think he gets a big move. If not next summer, the summer after for sure. Might not even be in the Prem. I could see him going, leaving the Prem and going to a top team. Watkins with a shout, McGinn with a shout, maybe.
Tielemans.
Yeah, Tielemans. I think he was arguably maybe their best player or best midfielder last season. But Rodgers for me is just consistently that level above.
Yeah. Shout for Martinez now as well. They believe he's the best goalkeeper in the world.
He's nowhere near the best goalkeeper in the world. Good goalkeeper, but come on, man. He's still living off that World Cup win from however long ago. Yeah.
Next up, Chelsea.
When I was writing my Chelsea one, I went for someone else, and then I went, oh no, it's definitely him. I went for Caicedo, who I think is quality. Yeah, what a player, man. But then I was like, Cole Palmer. And so I put Cole Palmer down, but it's between those two. Caicedo for me is, top quality. I think he struggled a little bit when he joined, but last season he was immense for Chelsea. And Cole Palmer, one of the best attacking midfielders in world football. Little drop off towards the end of last season in terms of goal scoring, but we saw him in the Club World Cup on one of the biggest stages against the PSG. And this guy's only going to get better. So, Palmer for me.
Yeah, I agree with Palmer. I think it's a shame if Maresca doesn't like to play him in his favoured sort of right position, because that's where we've seen him excel. And I think we've seen him struggle when he's on the left. But he's just one of those players where you just love to watch him, man. The stuff he did at the Euros last year, just showed up when it mattered. I was saying to my mate, it kind of gave me Gerrard vibes in terms of in a final, you can rely on him. He's going to be there. He's going to score the big goal. And that's saying something, obviously, because what a player. Mm-hmm. But Cole Palmer, for sure, Chelsea's best player for me.
Yeah. Crystal Palace.
I'm assuming that...
No, I don't know. He hasn't left yet.
Eze is left.
He hasn't left yet.
Well, here we go.
I'll put Eze down, man. Let's talk about Eze.
No.
Who have you gone for then? Mateta?
No, I've gone to Ismaila Sarr.
Oh, okay.
So I'm also assuming that Gay might be off this summer as well. But I've gone to Ismaila Sarr. I think this guy is genuinely a Champions League level player. I think
Sarr's better than Mateta? You rather Sarr at Liverpool than Mateta?
I think I would, Okay. I think Mateta is like one of those things where I've not seen him do it. Like it's been this last 2 seasons where he's been really good. I've not seen him do it over the course of multiple seasons. Whereas Ismaila Sarr, when he was at Watford, even I remember us being linked with him, and I'm pretty sure he scored 2 goals when he lost 3-0 when we won the league, and he was ridiculously good. I've always looked at him and thought, great player. I think his finishing ability has improved. And we saw that towards the end of last season, he was scoring goals. His stats are really good. I honestly think Ismaila Sarr, if you're not including Eze or Gay.
Well, I'm including Eze. Right. I think he's their best player by far. At the time of recording, he's still a Palace player. By the time this goes out, he'll probably be an Arsenal player. So welcome to Arsenal. Welcome home. Quality player. Every time I watch Palace, he's dangerous. I've seen Arsenal beat Palace 5-0 and he was their best player still. He still shines.
Right, moving swiftly on. Newcastle United.
Well, at the time of recording, he's still a Newcastle player. I don't know if I've put Isak.
I put Isak.
But then, Isak aside, we don't need to talk too much on him. We know how good he is as a player. I put Tonali.
Yeah,
I think you can probably go for any of their midfield three, Guimaraes or Joe Linton. That midfield three is so solid. I really rate Tonali. I rated him at AC before he went to Newcastle. Just think, great, consistent player.
Yeah, I've gone Bruno Guimaraes.
Yeah.
I think he offers so much. Again, another player. I mean, seems like he loves Newcastle. Like he's absolutely in love with the club. But you could see him at a Man City. You could see him at a PSG, whoever. The fact they got him in the first place when they were where they were is crazy to me. Excellent player. Again, maybe one of the best midfield threes in the Premier League at the moment.
Yeah, in Europe.
Nice one.
Everton Football Club.
Easy. I think they just signed their new best player. It's Jack Grealish.
Really? You going back to
100%.
Greenish?
Yeah, Grealish is a quality player. Won the treble at City. Obviously, injury problems last year. £100 million player. He's still at a good age. I think he goes into Everton and he's easily their best player. I really like Iliman and Jai on their left wing as well. I think he's a good player, but can you look past Grealish?
Well, I've gone for Njai. I just think Grealish, like, he's had a couple of seasons now where he's just not been on it. Talk about the treble winning season. Did he really do that much that season?
Yeah, if you speak to City fans, he was one of their most important players in that season.
Are they?
If you're looking at GA, maybe not, but in terms of how Pep played and that style and that system, he was crucial. He played pretty much every minute of every game.
Crucial.
In a treble-winning team. Yeah, but they won a treble.
And he dropped off massively. Pep
Dropped off because
Pep
changed system and signed some different players.
But if he was that good, would Pep not have kept him there and not bothered to change his
Well, I think there's stuff off the pitch going on with Grealish as well, which fans might not see or might not understand. I think if he had the elite mentality of a top European player in terms of treating his body and whatever, I think he would still be in that team.
Yeah, I've gone Njai. I think that he brings a lot to Everton. He could sort of drop deeper as well a bit and link up play a bit. I'm interested to see with Drewsbury Hall because he's another like sort of 10 attacking player. But yeah, I think that would be exciting to watch this season, Everton, with the players they've signed.
I think they'll finish higher than West Ham as well. We'll see, Fred.
Manchester United.
United.
I think we'll agree it's Bruno Fernandes. Hands down, this guy, what he does on a football pitch in a terrible Man United team and system, that 3-5-2 or whatever it was, 3 at the back, 5 at the back, whatever that formation Amorim brought in last season just didn't work with that team. But the one shining light every single week. Speak to any United fan, even fans that don't like him, he's still a quality player, still delivers GA, still, balls into the box, goals from outside the box, consistently performing. If he was in a better team, this is where I feel a bit sorry for him because he's performing in an awful team. I think they're going to be better this season. I think they'll be much better this season. I've tipped them they were my kind of ones to watch this season. But he's just been performing for a couple of years in a very bad United team. Yeah. I think he's quality.
I would agree with you in terms of I think he's their best player. I think he's one of those players, though, where he just tries to make too much happen. And okay, last season he kind of dragged them over the line in a lot of games. But you've seen in the Europa League final, he was just trying things where it's like playing this Hollywood balls across the pitch, trying to make something happen. Fair enough, he is trying to make it happen. But it's just like, be a bit more of a team player. Don't try and do stuff that's too crazy. Trying to make ridiculous things happen that have a 1 in 100 chance of coming off. I think that he might drop off this season. I'm not going to lie. He's going to play deeper. We already saw that in the game on the weekend. And we've seen he started almost as an 8 and he went even deeper throughout the game. Even when Ugarte came on, he came deeper. I just don't think that will suit him. No. I think defensively he's not solid enough. Okay, he might be able to play these balls here and there, but I just don't see it with him this season. I think there might be a bit of a drop-off. But yeah, I think he's United's best player. I reluctantly give it to him, but fair enough. There's sort of no one else I'd rather pick.
AFC Bournemouth.
Easy one, isn't it?
Semenyo.
Yeah, 100%.
I think he's such a good player. He's got pace, he's got power. The one sort of flaw in his game, I'd say, is sometimes when he shoots, he goes for like the twat it in rather than placing it sometimes. I think if he can kind of take that second and slot it sometimes and go for that kind of cool, calm finish, he'll add a lot more of goals to his game because I think sometimes he goes for the running through, twat it in. But I think that he's a really, really great player. And yeah, I'm glad to see him at the Bournemouth team.
Yeah. He's staying as well. I'm crazy that he signed a new contract. I thought he was 100% gone.
Respect, man, because maybe he thinks, I'm going to be a great player here. I'm going to be a legend at Bournemouth, score loads of goals, keep them up. They look like a club that's going places. Maybe he'll get a move because he's on a contract and he'll make money for the team.
Yeah.
But if not, I think he'll be a great player for them.
Mm-hmm.
Next up is Brentford.
I've gone for Damsgaard.
Same here.
At Brentford.
Yeah,
underrated player. Yeah. Always performs. Consistent, obviously, next to Norgard last season. It was good midfield, finished 10th. With good players in front of them. Like I say, it's such a shame they've been ripped apart, managers have been taken. But yeah, damn good.
Yeah, I agree. I think we've seen with Brentford, there's a pattern of like, they have a season where they buy a player. That season they don't do that well. And then the season after, they kind of come into their own. And we saw that with Damsgaard last season. Sort of became a crucial player for them by the end of the season. Yeah, linking up play. I don't think he'll always be getting goals from the midfield. But I think he'll always be making things tick over. And yeah, I'll never forget that free kick he scored against England as well. So he's got that in his locker.
Indeed. Another B, Burnley.
So for Burnley, I've gone Esteve.
Yeah, I've gone for the same. I don't know too much about Burnley. I've watched them a couple of times. I watched them against Spurs on the opening weekend. Yeah, he was their player of the season last year. I've heard a lot of Burnley fans talking highly about him. We'll see more this season. Yeah. It's usually the case when 3 teams come up that you're not too familiar with. You get to know their players and their quality throughout the season. So
yeah, I've gone for Esteve as well. I spoke to a Burnley fan, got a bit of intel. He said that he's the best centre-back they've ever seen at Burnley.
Okay.
But keep in mind, like Tarkowski, all the great centre-backs they've seen. They've been a defensive team traditionally.
True.
He's the best. He reckons that he'll play in the Champions League at some point. He's tall, strong, fast, great reading of the game, and tidy in possession.
There you go.
Esteve, keep an eye out for him. I'm intrigued.
keep an eye out.
For a massive club, West Ham United.
Well, Fred, you're a West Ham fan. Who would you say?
I think it's pretty easy.
You think Jarrod Bowen? You know, my initial feeling was Paqueta. I think Paqueta is that little level above where I think he could play for a City, a Liverpool, an Arsenal. I think he's there. I'm not sure Bowen quite is. I don't think Bowen, even at his best, starts for City or starts for Arsenal or starts for Liverpool, whereas I think Paqueta does. You've seen, he starts for Brazil. I think he was unlucky not to get that move with what was going on. He should have moved to City. I did write down Bowen, but I could give it to Paqueta.
If you're talking about who performs best for West Ham United, it's Bowen.
Yeah.
Bowen always, week in, week out, puts 8 out of 10. Whereas Paqueta, you get an 8 out of 10 one week and then 6 out of 10.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, suits West Ham as well.
Did you go for Bowen?
Yeah, I went for Bowen.
Yeah, fair enough.
Scored goals in big games as well. Fast, creative as well. I think he would do well at a bigger club. Like what you said, though, I don't think he starts for the biggest teams.
Yeah.
But, if he found the right move, but stay at West Ham. You know what? You're going to be a hero there. You're going to score goals. You're married to Danny Dyer or engaged to Danny Dyer. So just why not stay at West Ham?
Makes sense. And finally, Wolverhampton Wanderers.
Yikes. Not many to choose from here. But
Yeah, a couple. I put the guy you mentioned in the last show, Strand Larson.
Same here.
A handful every time I watch Wolves. João Gomez had a shout. I think he was their player of the season last year. Like you said, not too much to choose from, but I went for Strand Larson.
Yeah. Huang is another one. I remember a couple of seasons ago he was playing well, got an injury and probably that stopped him maybe potentially having a bigger move. But Strand Larson, really decent striker, I think.
You've got to be real as well. Their 2 best players got taken in terms of Cunha and Aït-Nouri. So
it's
best of the rest in a way.
But, Strand Larson for me.
There you go. Well, that is our Premier League best player from every single team. Let us know yours in the comments, and we'll see you in the next one.